One thing I think isn't discussed enough on the internet is how much is genuinely like high school. You know, the typical Disney sitcom categories of high school, right? Like the popular kids, athletes, emos, nerds, etc. That's low-key the internet, with everyone having and attached to their own little groups and cliques and niches. So today I want to run through the most trash groups and amalgamations of people on the internet. And I'll start off with the most family-friendly choice because this is YouTube, can't be getting demonetized. OnlyFans girls. OnlyFans was only released 7 years ago, which is funny because it didn't take them long at all to gather the most annoying group of people I've ever seen on the internet. And I blame this Belle Delphine to this day for this epidemic. OnlyFans girls are notorious for promoting their product by any means necessary. And although this mainly happens on Twitter, you can see it on almost every other platform. But the worst ones are on Twitter, like it's not even close to everything else. I'll open Twitter and scroll until I see something that pisses me off because, well, it's Twitter. And I'll occasionally see funny memes posted by accounts I follow. Then when I go to look in the replies to see what people are saying about it, there's Kitten XOXO4142 fully spreading her gaping vagina in the camera promoting her OF. And for y'all that aren't on the garbage app often, you must be thinking this doesn't happen often, right? Yeah, think again. These girls conquer the lands of Twitter Commentlandia. For some reason in the replies of every one of these tweets, I'll always see at least one OF girl promoting their shit. They be showing up under the replies of accounts you would never think of. I've seen OF accounts under Joe Biden's tweets. I've seen OF accounts under The Rock's tweets. Shit, I even saw one once under a PETA tweet. She even ran a buy one get one free promo for Earth Day. They be desperate as hell. I be getting sexually harassed every day by these girls. Like, just because I'm a dude don't mean it can't happen to me. I could be out in public with my family and boom, Brad Coochie under a tweet from Barack Obama. At this point, these girls are no different from someone homeless on the streets asking for spare change. And there's another scummy thing these girls will do, which is paying like a super big meme account on Twitter to promote them, which normally is no problem. People pay to promote their stuff all the time. But they tell the accounts to not say it's a promo because no one's gonna care about a OnlyFans promotion, which is illegal, by the way. Like, if you're paid to promote something, you have to say it. But it's kind of funny because everybody else can tell it's a promotion and just clowns them, which makes the nigga who owns the account look stupid as. And have y'all ever seen one of those Twitch e-date panels where they get a bunch of girls to compete? Most of the time, it's girls on there to funnel lonely dudes into their OF. Which, honestly, I'd rather them do that as promotion. What the Twitter girls do is actually just sexual harassment. But just know, for any dudes that are watching these e-dates actively thinking that's how it's gonna work with you when you buy her OF, they are doing that for entertainment. If you message them through OnlyFans, you're talking to their assistant. The next people we got are the Matrix bros. Now we know the godfather of these dudes is Andrew Tate. Bro, at Andrew Tate's peak popularity, I swear when I say I've never seen sucking harder from straight dudes than ever. Y'all remember when anytime anyone criticized Andrew Tate for anything, there was a legion of niggas in the replies talking about, but what color's your Bugatti? Flexing another person's wealth will never not be said. And even though Andrew Tate's popularity is lower now, I still catch a lot of these dudes often. Quick to blame anything on the Matrix that doesn't go their way. And this community also ties in with the whole red pill thing, which I think most people know as podcasts. Like, bruh, I don't even gotta hear what they say from the whatever podcast to know it's gonna be absolutely brain dead. Even if you don't know the channel, I'm 100% sure you've seen a dumbass clip from it. Their most notable achievement is Warlock the Destroyer. And before the writers from these communities spam my comments, I actually think there is some valid advice that can spur from these communities every once in a while. Like when Andrew Tate, for example, was genuinely making motivational videos and giving advice, I thought that was good. But every time they're trending for something, it's either them shitting on women for no reason, or it's the dudes I was talking about earlier, blaming every single fault in their life on the Matrix. The next one we got is pretty obvious, but it's stan accounts. Owning a stan or fan account is the equivalent of posting your bank account with $0, showing you have no types of motion, aspirations, career, or really anything. The funny thing about stan and fan accounts is that I'll see a lot of them preach super positivity and being nice to everyone, but disrespect whoever the account they're standing about is, and I don't know how, but they managed to find every hate comment and be under there defending like Zeus. They be defending the artist like they get personally paid by them to do it. But the most hilarious part is when a fan account is fighting with another different fan account. I've deadass read pages of fan accounts going back and forth with each other like no tomorrow. Which is only hilarious because when you think of it, it's one person fighting on the behalf of an artist who doesn't even know they breathe the same air as them, and another person fighting on the behalf of an artist who doesn't even know they breathe the same air as them. But because there's so many of them like a cult, they always manage to stay trending. Like on Twitter, there will be fan accounts that post fan videos of their favorite artists under random tweets. And the point of it, I guess, is to promote the artist. If anything, you're just gonna piss off people and make them not want to see the artist anymore. And this has to be harassment too. Like, I didn't choose to be promoted to like that. But I think the most hateful group of fan accounts to ever do it was the
NBA YoungBoy fan accounts.
This single group of people caused like 4 Gen Z slang to be produced. At their peak, you could go under any post about any rapper and the cursed term of YB Better was there. I knew it was getting out of hand though when they started to do it to every type of post. There would be posts about how 3 puppies got ran over by a drunk driver and someone was saying YB Better in the comments. I would pay some good ass money to see YoungBoy accounts and K-pop stands to duke it out at their peak. The next one we got are scammers. And no, I'm not talking about regular scammers you get in call centers with 200 Indian employees working under minimum wage. I'm talking about, you ever see someone post on their Insta and Snap to tap in? Or saying they can flip your money and turn $20 into $500 as long as you send the money first? To be fair, you have to be an actual idiot to fall for one of these tap-in scams. Like, do you not have half of your brain? If you send the money first, then what's the point of them sending it back? It's not like you know the person or anything. What you gonna do, show up to their house? But these scammers are so goddamn annoying online. You'll see them flexing stacks of cash and talking about, man, I could never work a 9 to 5. How do y'all even do that shit? Like, is this how you want to live the rest of your life? You can't even function enough in society to be able to do so. You have to resort to scamming, which I would say is even sadder. Like, sorry people want to be regular civilians and don't want to end up in prison for 20 years being someone's cock toy. These scammers genuinely think it's a job and they work as hard for it, hating on the average person for contributing to society's flow. And it's not like they even spend this money in a smart way. Most of the time they end up using it to buy designer like Gucci and Balenciaga and dumb shit. Like, I don't even think they help their families out with the money they get. They probably still tell them they're broke. The least they could do is take from people that already have some type of money. Most of the time they're taking from people who work at McDonald's and lose their whole monthly paycheck so they can buy some goddamn Gucci shoes. The next one we got are 4chaners. I can't name a single good thing I've ever heard happen at 4chan. I think we all just know it as Gotham City of the internet, a desolate land where anarchy runs in the streets. The website is supposed to be a place where people discuss various topics ranging from gaming, television, cooking, music, history, anime, fitness, etc. But all it's known as is a place where basement losers dox random people and post CP. And I don't mean CP as in cheese pizza. They're pretty much what chronic Redditors train to be like. And 4chan has done some cartoonishly evil stuff. Like when they took advantage of Google's algorithm to get a swastika trending. You guys remember when every single female famous celebrity's nudes got leaked back in 2014? That was because of 4chan, no shock there. But there's a surprising amount of iconic things that came from 4chan on the internet. Rickrolling, Pepe the Frog, Wojaks, Rage Comic. If it wasn't for the people on the platform being absolute dog shit human beings, we might be able to call 4chan the most iconic place for memes on the internet and the place where memes started. But there's no way in hell anybody's giving them credit now. Oh, and I'm not done with the terrible things 4chan has done to people. Someone threatened to blow up 7 NFL stadiums and got arrested. Someone hacked into Trayvon Martin's email account saying that he deserved to die. Someone started a rumor that little girls were cutting themselves because Justin Bieber was caught by TMZ smoking weed. But I'm sitting here like, how do you even think of these type of shenanigans? 4chan hate is not a normal type of hating. It's hate to a degree you won't see in any other place. So to wrap things up, if you get near any one of these groups or communities, run. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually, and until next time, I'm out.